Hi, my name is Steve Miller. I was asked to give witness today on my job, which I truly see as being a God-directed ministry in my life. Many people do not realize that the downtown YMCA houses more than 400 men from various backgrounds. Some of these rooms are part of the Shelter Board project to get people into permanent housing. These are men who have been living on the streets, perhaps in a shelter, perhaps in a tent, or an alley, a parking garage, or an abandoned building. Other men come to the Y from involvement within the justice system. These are men who have served time in state prisons and county jails, men who are on probation or parole. Many have been in the justice system since they were juveniles. Other men living at the Y are what the rest of the world would call down on their luck. These men have become physically ill, perhaps mentally ill, or suffer some life-changing trauma. A number of these men are also senior citizens. Some of these men have surrendered their lives over to poor physical health, mental health, and self-medication with alcohol and street drugs. I have been working at the YMCA of Central Ohio for 11 years now. 8 of those years, I have been working at the downtown Residence Housing Initiative at 40 West Long Street. The first 3 years, I worked at the residence desk as a resident advocate. I did this to get myself in the door, hoping to take on a role of a service coordinator down the road. As an advocate, I originally felt that the education I had and past experiences of helping people would not be used much. I was wrong. At times, as times passed, the men who lived at the YMCA started to get to know me, and I was able to help individuals in various ways. For example, guiding them to apply for assistance from hospitals, sharing my knowledge and sharing my knowledge that they have endowments specified for persons in need. They also found me to be a person who was easy to approach. I became a listening ear and a man who could guide others when they were struggling. Finally, after 2.5 years, submitting application after application, I became a service coordinator. I received a caseload of approximately 125 clients. This was not a typical caseload. Most typical caseloads are approximately 35 individuals. I worked with these men to help them secure benefits, food assistance, Medicaid, Social Security, and Medicare. Another area I worked with them in was housing. The YMCA provides adequate shelter. Each man has a room. Again, the largest rooms at the Y are probably 10 by 10 feet in dimension, but then there are smaller rooms, and some of them are as small as 10 feet by 6 feet. There is a door that locks to each room. Each room has a twin bed, a dresser, a desk, a chair, and a closet. There is a community bathroom in the center of the hallway. Many of these men, in regards to housing, long to have an apartment of their own where they can cook, clean, relax, and have a private bathroom, a home. Presently, I work with the men who live at the YMCA as an employment coordinator. In this job, I work with each individual seeking employment to help them find a job that meets their needs. I always express to these men that I cannot get them a job. Help. This I can do. Although they need to be a part of the search process themselves. I never strive to just get them a job. I try to find out as much about them as possible. I want them to have a job that they feel good about. In the work I do with the YMCA, I believe that there are small miracles happening around me. There have been many situations where I believed the outcome could only be a bad one. Somehow, though, through God's grace, over and over, things turn out for the best. Many times, I felt God was intervening in these lives, and that I was helping, but not making it happen. Whether it was benefits, housing, or employment, there have been many times that I stopped and thanked God for working through me.